Anyone who's familiar with Dragon Ball can tell you that Goku's emotional first transformation into the Super Saiyan happened upon Krillin's death on planet Namek at the hands of the evil Emperor Frieza. But today I'm asking, what if it had happened sooner? What if Goku transformed into the Super Saiyan when Krillin died for the first time at the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai? Age 753, May the 7th. Goku has just narrowly lost the final match against Ten Shinhan, thanks to a collision with a poorly timed van. Ten Shinhan is declared the winner, and the group celebrates his victory, with Goku in high spirits. To repent for his actions during the tournament, including, but not limited to, breaking Yamcha's leg, Ten offers to buy a big meal for the group. As Krillin points out, it's obvious that the poor soul's never seen how much Goku eats. They walk outside, only for Goku to realise he's forgotten his Dragon Ball and his Niobe. Krillin says that it's no big deal, and runs back inside to collect them. Ten apologises to Yamcha and they all make amends, Roshi even offering Ten a place at Kame House, which Ten refuses. Suddenly the air is pierced with a blood-curdling scream. The group run back into the room, only to find a terrified announcer, the 4-star Dragon Ball missing, and Krillin lying dead on the floor. As Goku rushes over to Krillin, the announcer starts to tell the group what happened. It was a monster. It took a strange sphere from that sack over there, and then the tournament roster, and then it fled. Something inside the young Goku snaps. He lays Krillin down, tears streaming from his eyes, and lets out a primal scream. The ground begins to shake and crack. The world is lit by a blinding golden aura. Everyone nearby is stunned to silence at the sight of the shining form of the Super Saiyan, Son Goku. Goku is barely holding on to himself, trembling with rage and sorrow. He looks to Bulma, and, maybe snapping more than he intended to, utters 2 words. Dragon Radar. Bulma starts to protest, but the cold glare Goku shoots at her quickly shuts her up. As quick as a flash he's gone, not even stopping to grab his Niobe. Riding Kinto-un as fast as it can go, Goku speeds towards one of the 2 Dragon Balls, the one that's moving. It's not long before he sees the green winged monster before him. He yells at the monster to stop, and Tambourine obliges, turning to ask who he is. Upon seeing the 4-star ball in Tambourine's left hand, and the Tenkaichi Budokai roster in his right, Goku loses himself in a blind rage. He screams and jumps at the monster. To quickly address power scaling, I'd say that the multiplier for Super Saiyan is around 50 times. This is the multiplier commonly used for the form, and so it's the one I'll be using from this point forward. According to the Daizenshu, Kid Goku's power level is around the 180 mark, which with Super Saiyan nets him an astonishing power level of 9,000. That's right! For the purposes of this story at least, Goku is currently powerful enough to dwarf both Raditz and Nappa. Tambourine severely underestimates the young boy and pays for it with his life. Goku uses a haymaker to launch Tambourine into the ground below. He's dead before he hits the ground. Goku lands in the crater beside Tambourine, still trembling with rage. Upon seeing his enemy defeated, Goku starts to calm down, taking in his surroundings. He appears to be in some kind of forest. He takes a step forward and collapses, dropping out of consciousness and the Super Saiyan form. Remember, this Goku is still exhausted from his epic battle with Ten Shinhan, which took place not even an hour ago. Meanwhile, Master Roshi and Ten Shinhan and the rest of the group return to Kame House, which goes basically as it does in the original story, with them deciding to go and find the Dragon Balls before King Piccolo can get his hands on them. The only notable change here is that they don't see a TV report detailing how martial artists have been killed off. King Piccolo senses the death of his child, and outraged sends Symbol to deal with whoever killed Tambourine, following Pilaf's Dragon Radar. Unfortunately for Symbol, he chooses the wrong Dragon Ball. Settled nearby is a ticked-off Yajirobe who quickly dispatches him in the same way as he does in the manga. During this time, Goku regains consciousness, and lured by the smell of food races towards Yajirobe's camp, demolishing his fish. Now back at full power, Goku checks his Dragon Radar and sees a bunch of Dragon Balls gathered in one place. He calls for Kinto-un and flies towards them at full speed, thinking that whoever sent that monster to get his Dragon Ball would likely be after the rest too. This does mean that Goku doesn't meet Yajirobe in this story, due to him being delayed by Symbol before returning to his camp. When King Piccolo arrives at the scene, he either kills Yajirobe or Yajirobe gives over his Dragon Ball willingly upon realizing who he is. That part is up to you, it doesn't matter for the rest of this story. Upon returning to the airship, Pilaf informs the Demon King that 5 of the Dragon Balls are clustered together and the 6th is speeding towards them. The Demon King smiles, thinking this will make things much easier. Goku arrives at the gathering of Dragon Balls, only to find Roshi, Ten Shinhan and Chaozu. They explain to Goku what they know about the Demon King Piccolo, and that the monster who killed Krillin was one of his minions, as well as returning Goku's Nyoibo. Goku checks his Dragon Radar and sees the last Dragon Ball moving towards them. He tells them to leave Piccolo to him, and that once they have the last Dragon Ball to hurry and bring Krillin back to life. Piccolo arrives to find the young boy standing alone in the middle of a field, in front of a freshly dug hole. The others had dug up the Dragon Balls they had previously buried and taken them behind a tall hill where they were hiding. Piccolo hails the boy, asking if he knows where the Dragon Balls are. Goku responds by showing him his 4-star Dragon Ball. King Piccolo grins and holds out his own Dragon Ball, telling the boy to hand over his immediately or suffer the consequences. Goku is totally unfazed by this, grinning at the big green monster. In a blinding flash of light, Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan, and before the Demon King can react, snatches the 1-star ball from Piccolo's hand and gives it to Roshi. Roshi and Ten Shinhan hurry to summon Shenron, leaving Chaozu to hide in case something goes wrong. Goku reappears in front of Piccolo, knocking away an energy blast aimed at Roshi and Ten as if it were nothing. To say the fight is one-sided would be an understatement. Goku demolishes Piccolo, even while holding back. As the sky goes dark and the Eternal Dragon is summoned, Goku is getting bored. The wish is made to bring back everyone killed by the Demon King Piccolo and his minions, just in case they had managed to get to any martial artists beforehand. Luckily, this wish is granted just in time. Goku fires a Kamehameha wave at Piccolo, so powerful it completely incinerates him. Suddenly, Shenron vanishes, and the Dragon Balls crash to the ground, inert. Kami has died alongside his evil counterpart, and the Dragon Balls are no more. Elated by this victory, and by the imminent return of his best friend Krillin, Goku is ecstatic. They return to Kame House, where Goku embraces his friend, sharing a heartfelt reunion, as well as Roshi hugging his pupils, and saying how proud he is of Goku's strength. This is where I think Roshi would tell Goku that despite the great power of his new transformation, whatever that is, he still needs to focus on his training, because brute strength isn't everything in a battle and he still has much to learn. Goku accepts this and asks where he should train. Roshi suggests going to ask Karin at Karin Tower. After calling for Kinta-un one more time, Goku says his farewells to his friends and makes for Karin Tower immediately, leaving them with the knowledge that he will return for the Tenkaichi Budokai in 3 years' time. That's where we'll be leaving it for today. So what do you guys think of the story so far? This is a story I've wanted to try my hand at for some time. I would highly recommend checking out Masako X's version of this What If as well, if you haven't already. He's very good, and his What Ifs are what inspired me to start doing my own. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas for other What Ifs you want me to do, drop them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, it'd be amazing if you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more of these What Ifs. Until next time.